All right, today we're going to be looking at section 2.1. We're going to be organizing qualitative data. The objectives are to organize data in tables, construct bar graphs, and pie charts. So you have a definition, frequency distribution. It lists each category of data and the number of occurrences for each category of data. So here's an example. You got some body parts listed. You have a tally of how many times that body part was listed, and then we have a frequency. So the frequency just counts each of those categories. We have relative frequency. Relative frequency takes up everybody that was in the sample. So for example, there was 30 in that previous example, and then it puts the frequency of each specific category over the total and gets a proportion or percentage. Relative frequency distribution, they give an example of one below. So if they use the body parts, there was 30 total. If you take each category in relation to the total, you get a percentage or a decimal. And if you add up all of those relative frequencies, you should get a total of 1, so or 100%. So this would be a relative frequency distribution right here. Then we go on to construct bar graphs. So you can take the same information and construct a bar graph. So a bar graph will just list each category along the horizontal axis, and the vertical height would be the frequency of each of those categories. Here we start talking about a Pareto chart. This is a special type of bar graph which lists each of the categories in order of their frequency, starting with the highest to the smallest. So right now they're not in any specific order. I don't think you can really organize body parts as one being more important than the other. They're all important together. But if you take each one of them and you go from highest to shortest or fewest, then you get a Pareto chart. So this just stacks from highest to smallest. Same bar graph, just goes from largest to smallest. We have a side-by-side bar graph, which maybe compares two categories side by side. As you can see, one blue, one green. So one is not a high school graduate, and then high school diploma. Is that what's going on in this table? Education attainment from 1990 to 2017. Not a high school graduate, high school diploma, some college, associate's degree, bachelor's degree. So I got a bunch of different categories. Which two are they comparing? Okay, so they're doing a couple different ones. Not a high school graduate and then a high school graduate compared to a high school graduate. Maybe. This one looks like some college and then no degree. Associate's degree, bachelor's degree. I guess it's how many people did and how many people didn't. Oh, how many people did not graduate high school within that year? The specific year? No, we're not labeled by years. Okay. Not really 100% sure what this is measuring. Oh, I guess it is the year. 1990 and 2017. So the blue represents how many people did not graduate high school in 1990, and this one represents how many people did not graduate high school in 2017. And then you got the high school diploma. This is how many people did not get a high school diploma or got a high school diploma in 1990, and the green bar is for 2017. So you can kind of see some trends over the decades. Then this horizontal bar graph is the same as a side by side. It's just going the opposite direction. And then we have a pie chart. So how to construct a pie chart. So a pie chart, those are very neat. We would use the relative frequency to construct the angle of a pie chart. So a pie chart, or a circle, is 360 degrees. So what you would do is you would take the relative frequency, so like you have the total over the number in each category over the total. You would get that percentage or decimal and multiply by 360, and that would give you the angle to construct the pie chart. I think they should give us a little information. This is doing it with technology. And then I think that's it. Don't really give a whole lot of detail about how to construct that pie chart. You're going to draw it by hand. But they give you very detailed instructions on how to do it with with technology. So that comes up, we'll show you how to do that as well. But other than that, that's most of the information. We'll be doing this with, again, qualitative data to measure these, use these charts and bar graphs.